Alrighty. Turn down the music in my headphones a little bit. I don't think I turned it up too loud. I think this song is just louder. I have it at like 10 right now. Never know how to balance the sound right. On OBS it always says it's like ear blaring or something. Oh. I'm going to crack my fingers and have them all be in pain. But beside that, we have things to stare at. With our design document, the funny little document that is for design. Make that section a little smaller. So, as usual, starting to address our current problem list. The list of problems that we need to address to hopefully make the game an actual video game. I should probably make save points, but I guess I don't really need save points since it's supposed to be really short. But I could make save points. Or some way to save progress if you exit the game and come back in. Not sure if I want to do that or not. I don't really need to. But I could. Anyways. We have gotten rid of some of these, but the current number one on the list is clicking through text box makes new sound effect or changes something in the environment after reading. So, we do have the ability to click through a text box, and we do have the text box making sound, and we have something that can change the environment with like the meat wall disappearing once we click through the text. So we have something like that, but I think we should add a sound effect for the meat wall going away. So we should throw something in for that. Also, let me capture my visual script. Where are you? Things always so finicky sometimes. There it is. Hello, visual script, my old friend. For the second, just like I usually do. I'm just gonna play through the game really quick to show what we have right now. We have title screen. We have the background of the title screen moving slightly, and give some motion there, make it look cool. I'm just rotating the skybox, but so it's nothing fancy. When we hit exit, it exits the game. We'll still have to change that later on the final product. Keep reminding myself. I know I'm probably going to end up forgetting to change that when I try to like render the whole thing. That'd be funny. I do need to make an options screen. That is something that I have in my current problem list. We did not make an options screen. So that'll probably happen. It might happen today. I do have it pretty soon on the list here. It is literally the second one. Literally the second problem. Anyway, we press play, we get our loading screen, we see the loading bar load. The loading bar doesn't always load because my computer's too fast sometimes, but it still hangs on the picture for a second while it renders the meat cave, since there's a lot of stuff going on in the meat cave. So it happens. Anyways, we're in meat cave, we have flashlight. I still didn't change this flashlight. We have animations for moving back and forth. I do need to probably edit this to have like different speeds or something. It's not really high on the priority list because I don't think it really matters too much, but you can see the character run, and we have running sound effects. Though they're kind of light. I don't know how well those come up over the microphone. Well, not the microphone, the thingy, the sound. Anyway, we get up to the thing, it says inspect. I might change that later too. I just want some visual representation that you can interact with this object. This room might change later too. Or I'm like gonna try and get the character stuck in a pile of meat or something, but the point is, we can walk up to this, we can hit E to start making the prompt go. We hear the sound effect. Normal ways people speak, you know. We have going through the dialogue tree, and then the environment was interacted with, it destroys the object, so we can proceed onward. But then if we want to, we can go over to the sword, and we can still do the same thing to interact with it. And we can see all the dialogue stuff for that. Now, I can do that all again, which isn't a problem really, but we could make it an option so the option to talk to it goes away after you do it the first time. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think it matters too much. We have the ability to do so if we want to, but it does not need it also. I really need to increase the brightness in this. Anyways, you get to meat ladder. The meat ladder, everyone's favorite ladder that is made of meat. It is not actually made of meat, it's just white blocks. But you jump onto the meat ladder, and you can crawl up it. I don't think you can still... Yeah, you have to jump onto it. I'm not really sure why it doesn't work if you just walk into it. You have to jump onto it, and then you can go up the ladder. For some reason, sometimes it lets you go up the ladder like this, but other times you can like shoot up quick. I don't really know the logic of my own ladder, even though that I made it myself. So I definitely have to fix that at some point, but it does in fact function. You can get up the ladder. It's just not a good ladder. But those are all the main features right now. We can also return to the title screen, like so, instead of just exiting. Which isn't something I needed, but I figured why not. Good on you for throwing those points away. I forget. Oh yeah, I did. They gave me like more emote slots at some point. So I have shifty-eyed and side-eyed, even though that one is for bits and one is for like the actual emote. Or something like that. But they're both the same emote. Not that it matters much. Anyway. So those are what we're looking at right now. Ignore the errors with the event system. We don't need to worry about that. It's just an event system. It just controls if your game can function or not. Who cares? So I don't know. Well, I'm thinking to myself, should I make the options menu something in the game manager? I should probably add it to the actual pause menu. I'm thinking. Like, the pause menu should probably just have the options on it too. This pause menu is probably going to change also. But I should probably put an options option on the pause menu itself. I am thinking. But we'll worry about that later. For right now, let us leave. Let us look at our code. And also, before I look at code... Before I look at the code, I believe I need to add a new CFX. Yeah, I have walking, running, flashlight, talking. I need to make... I don't know, meat destruction. Meat blow up. I'll call it meat blow up. Okay, so we have CFX5, meat destruction, meat blow up. So, we are going to go to our game manager, scroll on through. Did I need to add it here? I think I just made it a list, right? Yeah, I made a directory on the audio source, so it can work that way. Okay. Man, I'm so smart. Good thing I used it like that. I guess I'll just add it to the rest of the areas where I'm using sound effects. Those are the loops. Those are those. Player running, blah blah blah. Plays meat blow up. Public void meat blow up. Well, maybe I shouldn't. No, I'll call it that. Why not? Meat blow up. Sound. Meat blow up. Yeah, play. And then we'll get CFX audio. CFX5. Meat blow up. Then we're just gonna play it. We only need to play one shot, so that's fine. Wait, they're not letting me play one shot? Oh, wait. Yeah, I know why. Just play is fine. We'll just turn off loop on meat blow up, so it only plays once anyway. So meat blow up, play on awake, loop is turned off. Now we just need an audio clip for meat blowing up. What is a good meat blow up sound? Did I just make it myself? I can probably make a gross meat sound. Maybe. That might be VTuber froze. My thing froze. It frozoed. Anyways, I think I defined the game. Yeah, I did define the game manager in the show inspect range, so I can add it to this pretty easy. So we'll just add game manager. Meat blow up sound play. And now, when we go through the dialogue tree for meat wall 1, and it destroys the game object, it will make a meat blow up sound. Not that it is needed at all, and no one asked for it, but we can. We can, in fact, do that. But we never asked if we should do it, but we'll do it anyway. I think I could use like a Zergling voice. I need to look at my sound effects. Let me see. Where is it? Voice sound effects. Sound effects. Barnyard sound effects. Blah blah blah. Meat footsteps, maybe. Zerg. let's see how some of these sound. Where is my assets for that? Sound effects. I mean, that's okay. Not terrible. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a strong meat sound. What about this? I kind of like this one better. Spelling Death 1 we'll use. That seems fair. Okay. Save. Save. Save on the game manager. Okay. Let's hear if it plays correctly. Oh wait. Okay. It's playing on Awake, that's why. I'm dumb. I was just like, why is it playing? Oh yeah, I have it play on Awake. Play on Awake means as soon as the object is in the scene, it plays automatically, so it was playing as soon as the game started. You don't need to hear a meat sound when the game just starts. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, that's fine. Worked as intended. So that means if we want to do that with any other objects, we can do that pretty easily. We know how to do it and how to set it up. So I think it is fair to say that we can go over yonder and cross out this problem. Now we have a new problem. Create an option menu with editable options. These can be simple, like screen resolution, or possibly editing the amount of fog. I don't know how in-depth I want my options to be, but it's something I figure I should probably know how to do. At least to some extent. I feel like this might be one of the harder things, but maybe it won't be. I'm just thinking, how hard do I want to do this? I could just get rid of the option menu thing completely and say, let's not care about that and worry about it for, like, a full-length game. Instead of, a short, I'm trying to make a dumb little game thing. Unity. Making an options menu. Building a settings menu. Yeah, this looks like a lot. Well, I guess for now I'll try to see if I can do the settings menu or something. Feel like that would be the easiest one to make. Maybe. I don't know. Four drop-downs, a checkbox, and a slider. Drop-down for selecting resolution says few options already, but they are mere placeholders. and can be ignored as Unity is capable of automatically filling in all our solution options available to the user. Options in the other three drop-downs all correspond to their respective Unity graphic settings, has already been done. But if you were to recreate this menu from scratch, you would need to take care to match the order of drop-down options, except for resolution drop-down. With the other options seen in the Unity settings, these can be added product settings, blah blah blah. Well, audio mixer, resolution drop-down, quality drop-down, texture drop-down. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 drop-downs, a slider. I'll put it under the pause menu for now, I guess. Like a duplicate of options and make it the parent. So we got 4 drop downs, and then we need a slider. And I guess the audio mixer would just be our CFX player, right? We'll look at that later. Go to UI scripts, and we can start slowly setting that up. I forgot to do that again. Okay, so just to show over here. Can't really zoom into this, I think. I'm not sure. Anyways, we have the options right here. This will hopefully encompass all of the options we'll use. At least for right now. The simple options, question mark. I'm just gonna make a script called options menu. And then we are going to start with this. Gonna have audio, gonna have UI, etc. Actually, do you? Yeah, you do need TM Pro for anything using that, so I'm gonna throw that in there too. Get rid of that. I'm looking at a guide that someone has in here, so that is why I am copying and pasting right now. Plenty of people have made options menus, so I might as well make my life a little easier, right? To start, you'll need the following statements to accomplish everything this project sets out to do. Most of these should appear at the top of the script by default, but to be safe, each one is listed. Within the class itself, you'll need to be able to reference many of the objects within the settings menu. You also need to be able to change the volume of the audio mixer. Finally, two private variables are declared. The first is float called current volume, which, as the name implies, stores the current volume. This variable primarily exists for saving purposes, since it's unfortunately not easy to get the current volume of the main audio mixer. Next comes an array of resolutions. Remember when it was said that Unity automatically detects the possible resolutions for a user and fills out the dropdown? From there, those resolutions will be stored inside this array to be used later. Finally, the default update method can be commented out or deleted. The keep start method will be coming back to this method later. Now comes the time to begin properly coding. The default methods that make this menu tick a good place to start would be the set volume and set full screen methods. Luckily, they have the code written out, so I could just copy and paste. But I will add the start method back in, since they said we'll be using it. Stretch it out. Big stretch. Wiggle the fingers. Get it going. Okay, so as you can see, the act of changing the settings is quite simple. In both methods, the actual change is occurring in just a single line. With set volume, you get audio mixers, float method, and pass in the volume parameter. How does Unity get this value? In the editor, the volume slider is given this method for its onValueChanged event. In doing so, the slider is told that its current value is passed into setVolume's volume parameter, thus providing the audio mixer with the new master volume's value to be changed to. Finally, current volume is given the value of the volume to hang on to whenever the user saves their settings, in case you didn't know. Set full screen has the same idea, but with one less line of code. Additionally, it also gets the Unity screen class, and then full screen boolean variable from there. Like with set volume, the full screen value is changed according to the value passed into the is full screen parameter, which gets its value from whenever the current value of the full screen toggle checkbox in the user interface. Next is set resolution, which puts the resolution array declared earlier to use. Man, I usually have to write all this by myself, but they just keep on giving. The gift that keeps on giving. I do not mind it. Similar to the previous two methods, set resolution, I keep reading it out loud so I know how to do it. I don't want to not know how to do it. I'll probably have to edit some stuff in here regardless anyways, even though I'm copying and pasting stuff. But I figure a lot of these things are probably carryoverable between different games. Uses the value passed in from corresponding dropdown. The current resolution is then set using the resolution index parameter before passing the exact width and height that the resolution into screen's resolution set method. The next two methods, set texture quality and set anti-aliasing, are similar to each other in that they both call quality settings class and change a value within that class. In addition, they both get the quality present drop-down choice and set it to a value of 6, which in this case would be the custom option, if you did not know. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. Boop. Speaking of quality presets, the last major method for this settings menu is for the quality preset dropdown. This one has a few more settings to it than the others, but the reasons are a little strange. If you change the quality settings presets when in the project settings windows, you may need to adjust these values. To start, you first check if the user selected the custom option. If they did, then there would typically be no reason to change the settings because the user is indicating they want to tweak the individual values themselves. But otherwise, the game sets the quality level preset to the user's selection. Next comes a switch statement that changes the values of the texture quality and anti-aliasing drop-down boxes depending on which option the user selected. Why bother with this? It is admittedly a little inelegant. This is done to update the drop-downs to show what option is currently set in the code after selecting the preset. Without it, the drop-downs would show incorrect information. It would be inaccurate to say anti-aliasing is disabled when the Ultra option is chosen, without changing some information in the editor itself. On top of that, at the very end of the method, the quality drop-down value is set to quality index. What's the point when the user already selected this? When changing the values of the texture quality and anti-aliasing drop-downs, the set anti-aliasing and set texture quality methods wind up being called. Remember that they're called whenever the value is changed. When this happens, the quality preset menu changes to say custom, which would not be correct in this instance, so it sets the drop-down to show what the user actually selected. It looks like the code runs the risk of firing over and over again due to all the value changes, but in testing this code, nothing of the sort occurred. As mentioned, though, it is a little hacky. So, you're just hoping it works? No, this code's probably fine to use. With all these methods created, the user can now change their game settings to their liking. Now you just need to permit them to save the settings and exit the game. In addition, the project needs to be able to load the saved settings. Best to start with the two remaining buttons. The exit game button is very simple, as it only has one line of code. Saving, on the other hand, is a little more involved. Okay, so they do have a save setting thing. I don't know why I would have another exit game thing, though. I might get rid of that. But, we'll see what happens while we're editing this still. As promised, player preferences are being used to save the user's preferred settings. Doing so requires a key with an attached value. The key can be named anything you like, and the value comes from any variable in this case. Each key is a string with a name that corresponds to its settings, and the current option selected in the various dropdowns are assigned to those keys. The last two keys, full screen preference and volume preference, are a little different from the others. Since full screen, is a boolean, you need to convert it to an integer. This is because player preferences can only save an integer, float, or string. Meanwhile, volume preference, a float, is simply given the current volume variable you've been hanging on to. The next method, load settings, is very much like save settings, but in reverse. Using player preferences, you search for a key with matching name. If there is one, you get the value of that key and assign it to the drop-down value. And since the game settings change the moment their corresponding menu values change, the graphics and the volume settings changes immediately according to the user's saved preference. Of course, if there is no saved settings, then a default value is assigned. If you didn't know. And that is this massive monster of player preferences. Finally, it's time. It's time to the start method. That is an incorrect sentence, but I'll overlook it. Method left alone earlier. All the remaining code here goes on the inside of this method. As mentioned before, Unity is capable of getting a list of all possible resolution options available to the user and filling in the resolution dropdown with those options. To do that, you first need to clear the placeholder list, create a new list of strings, and set the resolution array to hold all the possible resolutions available. In addition, you'll also create a new integer named current resolution index for use in selecting a resolution that matches the current user screen. Okay? Says you. Okay, so, I'm gonna space these out a little bit. In order to find a matching resolution and assign it, you'll need to loop through the resolutions array and compare the resolutions width and height to the user's screen width and height to find a match. While you're at it, you'll also add every resolution option to the options list. No, I won't. Don't make me do that. I'm just kidding. I would do it if I have to. Probably. With the list created and a matching resolution found, the only task remaining is to update the resolution dropdown with a new options available and call load settings to load any saved settings. You'll also pass in current resolution index into load settings to be used in case a saved resolution preference was not found. That makes sense. I haven't done much with saving stuff yet, so it's nice to go over this a little bit. We had data persistence before, but I hadn't really used it too much. And we were saving through Java files. Which, I mean, I guess, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Adding this code not only completes the start method, but also completes the entire script. While many individual methods act similar to each other, the specifics are a little different with each one, thus creating a lot of go-through. However, this code won't do anything without being assigned to the different user interface elements first. Complete that, and the project will be finished. Remember to save your work if you haven't already. Okay. Final task. To assign different methods to their respective UI elements, the first must make sure the UI object is expanded to show all child objects in the hierarchy. Okay. This is done by clicking the small arrow next to the UI object. From here, the process of assigning methods to menu elements is largely the same for each element. The following assigns the resolution drop-down menu object to its respective method. First select the object, scroll down to the inspect window till you find the onValueChanged event list. Once found, click the small plus button on the lower right corner of the list to add to a new event, as shown in Figure 3. So wait, where are we putting the script? Okay, they're putting the script on a generic thing called UI, I think, as the parent. I'm gonna have to read over this one bit, I believe. Oh, okay. I think I understand a bit better now. You're adding all of the values and stuff in here that the script is going to use, but you don't actually put anything on the script until later. Maybe. Maybe. Let me just block these out really quick. Bring this up instead. Wait, where's options? Why can't I see options? Ugh, throat's killing me. It's still the other canvas. Why can't I see it? Hmm. It'll still be the same canvas. Okay, I think I know what I did now. Okay, so... Wait, when did that happen? How come I spelled it like that? That's definitely how it's spelled. Don't worry about it. It's definitely all correct. There's no problems here. Why did I do it right now? Am I hallucinating? I might be hallucinating. I thought I spelled it wrong. It looks right now. I don't know. Do you want resolution drop down menu? Well, screen toggle. Oh wait. I don't think the full screen needs a toggle. Well, not that. I think it needs something else. Wait, is there actually a toggle UI element? Oh yeah, there is. Uh, Hold and attack. I don't know. I just want to be able to see it. Okay, so... we want resolution. We got the full screen toggle. Then we need graphic preset drop down. Okay. I got more to this than I thought. They didn't tell me everything. I need a few text elements too. I read it anti-aliasing 20 times already. I think the sun and cold weather is starting to beat up my throat. Okay, anti-aliasing drop down, then we need the text for that. Then we need texture quality drop down. Extra quality text. Wait, do I need them written as is? Are they using those game objects? No, I don't think they are. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so, then we need volume slider, volume text, save button, and exit button. Okay, so... and then we have a save and exit button. Okay. That is a lot. That is a lot in there. That is a very long options menu. Though, I guess, what do you expect, right? Look down so I can see. Okay, so we at least have a basis. Make it very teeny tiny. Okay, volume text. Then we want... put that over here for a hot second. Try to get things somewhat organized, right? Screen toggle. Whoa. Just take it easy, man. No, the whole thing. Oh, okay. Wait, why did I change that one? What? That's weird, but okay. I think because I have to change this stuff with code. Anyways, I got things labeled, at least. Okay, so now on Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta, you gotta get my balls, Vegeta. You gotta. Kakarot, I don't want balls. Resolution drop-down menu. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I guess I don't need a sprite, right? Yeah, I don't need one. Wait, what is it? Is it, yeah, I don't know resolutions off the top of my head. Then 1024 by... This is the one that I always forget the most. 768. And then we'll throw in 640 by 480. Okay. First, select the scroll down inspector window until you the value change event list. Once found, click the small plus button on the lower right. The list to add a new event as shown in figure 3. Okay. I added a new event. Click and drag from the UI. Click and drag UI from the hierarchy into the object field. Doing this allows you to use functions from the settings menu script currently attached to the UI. Note, the template should have settings menu attached in advance. If doing from scratch, you'd simply select UI and drag the setting menu script into the figure as shown. Okay. Is it okay to not have it on that, though? What? Uh... Okay, I fixed it. I did it dumb. I forgot space in my writing. Oh, let's see. Blah 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 blah. So I should be able to attach that now. Okay. Then we go down here and we pull it over here. Okay. Setting the object field in the event. Next, click the drop-down that currently says no function. Navigate to settings menu. To show more options, you'll need to select set resolution option. Okay. Set resolutions. Next, click the drop down. Okay, yeah, I just did that. You'll need to select the set resolution option, but there are two of them. Select the one under the static parameters. Would create a new field in the event list where you can input a parameter. The input changes constantly based on the player's desire. For a better way to handle this is to select set resolution under dynamic integer, which is at the top part of the menu as shown in figure 5. Okay. So I could also set it in the lower one. I understand. Choose a function from a dynamic portion of the submenu. Everything but the save and exit buttons is set this way. Table 1 below shows all menu elements with their corresponding functions. Keep in mind that the different elements may show the dynamic portion of the function list differently. For instance, when setting volume slider value change function to set volume, you'll select the function under the dynamic float section of the menu. Okay. So full screen toggle, set full screen. Graphics. Graphics. Set quality. Okay, then we have anti-aliasing. that over. Did I miss that part? I don't seem to have it. Let me see. Set resolution. Set texture quality. Yeah, I'm missing both of them. Why am I missing both of them? I thought I put them all in. Huh. I guess I overlooked it, or I accidentally deleted it, and I didn't notice. I'm not sure. Not a big deal. Though I think I have to reset those now, don't I? No. I don't think I do. Fine with me if I don't. Okay. So that, and then we need to set texture quality. Then for volume slider, we want set volume. I don't know why I keep looking back. I guess just in case I do something wrong. Set volume. All UI elements have their respective functions. As mentioned, the save and exit buttons are set a little different. Instead of adding an onValueChanged event, you'll be adding an onClick event. Like before, the object the function is pulled from is the parent UI object. When selecting a function, you'll select Save Settings for the Save Game button and Exit Game for the Exit button. There is no dynamic portion of the submenu to look through, so you should only see one option for the function. Figure 6 as an example of setting function to a button. Okay, so we want save settings. Yeah, it's already on the onClick event. I don't know, I'm overlooking it, but then we want this here. Exit game. We might change the exit game button to exit the menu instead, since we already have something for that. Also, just out of curiosity, okay, yeah, they have application quit too. Just checking. Setting the function for onClick. Last step before testing is to set settings menu. Is to let setting menus know what all the different drop-downs are, as well as the audio mixer and the volume slider. Select the UI object from the hierarchy and find the settings menu component. Okay, each empty field in the component is given corresponding objects. The audio mixer receives main audio from the asset window. All 4 drop-down fields get a drop-down object, making sure that the given object matches what the field is asking for. For instance, resolution dropdown should get the resolution dropdown menu from the hierarchy. Finally, the volume slider gets the game object of the same name. Okay. So I would put my... Well, I guess I could put either one, but, is that not the audio mixer? I don't understand. Why can I not add these? Huh. Is it because it's not a canvas? I don't have it set up as a canvas. Hmm. What is the problem? Uh, Oh yeah, they do. Okay. Realized what the problem was. They have a Text Mesh Pro drop down. So that was what was just causing me issues. I was like, why can't I put things on here? And I was like, the slider works. Why does the slider work? And then, oh, because the slider isn't Text Mesh Pro, it's just a slider. Let me actually check. Input field button. Okay, yeah, the button, there's Text Mesh Pros too. I don't need that though. I just need... Is there even an audio mixer you can, like, use? Oh. Wrong coding for a second. Audio mixers aren't even used anymore, are they? The CFX player is using all of the audio tracks I have. The BGM player. Those are audio sources. Oh. Okay, is there an audio mixer? Because that's not working that way. That is not working that way. Hmm. Yeah, they didn't want to write the full name. Well, I don't really need the volume thing, but still. Actually, let me look at their stuff. Audio source. They have an audio source. Main audio. I don't see anything on their stuff that says main audio. I understand now. No, wait, maybe I don't. Yeah, no, don't think I do. Oh wait, there is an audio mixer. I didn't even know there was an audio mixer. What are we doing here? Okay, there we go. Now we did it correctly. I really didn't know there was an audio mixer thing, but I guess that makes sense. It's just controlling the master volume then. Anyway. While you can test out the project from the editor, you probably won't be able to see changes as well, if at all, when selecting different options in the menu. It is recommended you build an exe and play the game from the exe file. To do this, build settings in the option, type in the window that opens, drag the sample scene from the scenes folder into the asset window. Scenes in build box as shown. Once you've done that, click the build button. Choose the build location, then run the game. Once the build is finished, try messing around with different settings and watch as the visuals of the game get higher or lower quality depending on your section. Over to the right, you should be able to see the sphere look better or worse depending on your settings. Okay. Try saving your settings with the save button. Closing the game, then reopening. See your preferred settings have indeed been loaded. Okay, I'm gonna save this little thing here, just so I can see it in the future if I need to. Dun, 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 dun. Well, in theory, we have an options menu. Seems like it froze. I think I made it froze. Caused a Stack Overflow. Why? Hmm. This didn't seem to work correctly. Or it's just not exiting an application. I mean, they look nice. I guess I don't know if they work properly. Well, we might have to edit those more later, but technically it works, question mark. I'm gonna get rid of that problem, and I'm just gonna add a new problem. Check that options menu actually works. Why does this keep happening? Things gotta be so finicky. Okay. What size did I make these? 1.31. And title screen script, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so
I'm not showing it again, am I? Always forget. Oh. Oh. Forgot that.
okay, so
Okay, all these will be tracked in the game manager. And options menu. Ah. I probably should just put, well, no, I shouldn't put the title screen in here. I mean, I guess I can copy and paste this onto the title screen, though. Okay. So, this is just, we'll have a button to bring up the options menu, and then we'll have then we'll have a button to exit out of the options menu back onto our normal pause screen, is all this is. Good. Oh wait, I don't have that up right now.
So
Okay, now we just need UI scripts. Open launch screen. Start on here.
I was having to make a separate script for this.
Title screen title. Yeah, I don't actually need the on-click add listener thing. Pretty sure I can get rid of that from my coding here. I don't think I need either of those. I don't believe I do, at least. Pretty sure I don't.
Actually, why can I not see any of this stuff? Should be able to see it. I cannot. They're really gonna make me make a whole other one of these.
Well, this kind of sucks, but it does function. Okay, so let's see. And we got then we have texture. I'm just editing the stuff really quick on the Unity hierarchy tree, since I had to change them all. Volume. Okay. There we go. Alright, I didn't make it yet.
There we go. Which way? We'll dance and we'll play. Ultra cool.
I think we sorted that out. Actually, Okay, I think that's fair. That actually looks a little cleaner than the other one I was making. So now we jump back up here. Making dumb little mistakes. Making dumb little mistakes already. Anyway, we want... Okay. Not too hard to script that out. Okay. So now when I click this... Oh wait. I set up all the code, and after all that trouble I didn't remember to actually set the button to do anything. There we go. Okay. Now, when I click this... Reference not such an instance of an object? What?
Okay.
Is it because I would technically be using two at the same time? Is that why?
Hmm. Oh. Oh. Never mind. I see what happened.
I forgot to define the object references. For some reason, I always get the problem so many times that I just assume something went wrong when I just didn't put them in the right boxes yet. Like a dummy. Volume toggle. Slider. Okay. Okay, yeah, now it's fine. I don't know if that's working properly or not, but it is there. Okay. There. We have a functional options menu. Presumably. Apparently we can't really use it in Unity itself, so we'd have to build the scene. But, for the most part, we have what seems to be a functioning options menu. Anyways, the next problem on our to-do list was get more sound effects for atmosphere, such as sound when running, climbing, ladder, cycling, text prompt. And then the next one was create an ending area. I would say that the create ending area is probably higher on the priority list. I think I'm going to switch that. I feel like sound effects should probably come last. I don't think we need to worry too much about the sound effects right now. But, so, as follows. The current problems to look at on screen right now. Create an ending area. Add new props to the environment. Make ladders function better. See if I can fix up the camera to not go through walls as much as possible. Create a credits screen to complete the game. And then we'd get more sound effects for the atmosphere, as well as sound as running, etc. That probably include fixing up animation. I think I'll just add that in also. Give player character a few more animations. And then checked option menus. Well, actually, I'll just... build a prototype of game. Check the options menu actually works. edit whatever else is needed. I mean, that is true. That is true. So we got back to 10 again on our current problems list. But I do think creating the ending area probably should be on priority now. And that's not including the props that I'm going to add into the area. So, first of all, I'm not sure, should I just make a new area? Like an actual new scene? When you go through the cave, you go through a new scene. The player gets dropped down somewhere. Or do I just load everything in where it is now? It's not like a big map. So, after the initial load, it's pretty okay. I don't think I need to add a new map. Now, I could just make another meat cave. I could make the weird scientist lab thing that I was thinking about. Throw that in Blender. It's just, pretty much, I want this tunnel to go into a new area. We walk through here, and it goes to a new place. Walk through here if you could see it. So we want to be able to walk through this tunnel. You know, you got the nice meat tunnel. We walk through it. We get here. It goes into something else. Maybe goes into another meat tunnel. But that other meat tunnel would have to lead into our little lab area. I want there to be like a little lab. That is what I would like to get. And then from the little lab, we go to our final scene. Which I don't know if I want to make a cutscene or not, but we'll see what happens. So I guess I'm not sure how I want to make it. But I got some stuff I need to do, that's for sure. So I think we might switch over to Blender for now and blend things up. We see how it goes. But with that, I'm going to take a small break for a little bit. I hadn't eaten anything still, so I might grab something to eat. But I will be back in a moment. Food consumed. Ugh. Sigh. Okay. Stretch the fingers. Breathe. Did, like, Reddit, like, blow up? I sometimes browse Reddit and junk to look at memes, but, it seems like it exploded. It exploded into a billion bajillion pieces. I wonder if the app messed up either. Yeah, it seems weird. The app's kind of working. I wonder if they're just like going through a update. Or if someone DDoSed them for being so cringy. But I won't worry about that then. I'll check it later if I care. Okay, so I forgot how to use Blender. How do I do it? How do I use Blender again? Like at all? Question mark? I could just not use Blender and just construct a shabby, weird terrain with what I have. If I really want to go that way. I could do that. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn this back down. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it. Let's see. Hello again. It's not a hello. Actually, what I should do first is probably commit this branch. I updated a lot of stuff. Made an options menu. That description. Options menu may or may not work. But it looks like an option menu. It does in fact look like an option menu, but it may or may not work. I have no idea. But yeah, I made like 128 changes, so I should probably commit that. For those still watching, or not watching, a repository is pretty much just to store files on a cloud. It's mainly for storing, like, your source code, essentially. The code that is in your directory. But, it is nice to have, just in case. Just in case any wacky mess-ups happen, and all of your files get destroyed. The hope is that you have your code still. Still have my code. I still got my code. Oh, okay. So, I should probably actually load Blender. Where is Blender? Don't be an offender. Just use Blender. Those have nothing to do with each other. But you could still use it. Do I have... What was this again? Oh, yeah. That was that. That was for when I was censoring images. Well, I don't need my coding stuff out right now, so I guess I'll put Blender on this. So, I got some meat props on my files. Do I just... What do I go with? I mean, I guess we'll just do general. We'll have cube. Blender cube. The story of Blender cube. And then I can hate all of the camera controls for Blender once again. Look, I can't right click and turn the camera. I have to middle click. And you only focus on the one point. I hate it already. But that's besides the point. So Hero Cube is a cube. It is Hero. Very nice cube. Pretty cool cube. What do we want to do? Like, you're in Meat Cave. I think there should be a little bit more Meat Cave before I do, you know, not Meat Cave. Like, you get a little Meat Cave and then it goes into not Meat Cave. But I want there to be like a ladder going up into the laboratory. The suspicious place. The strange area. But I think there should be a little more meat first. So I think I should make like Meat Cave 2 Electric Bungalow. So I guess we'll just like I don't really know how I should size this easier. It's kind of hard to tell what size things are in Blender, isn't it? Spin. What does spin do? Oh. When you unfold your fan. No, let's not do that. Let me remember. What is all the stuff we use for this? Alright, it was subdivision surface that makes it look circular. That's what it was. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. This looks very strange. Very flaccid. How do you... Oh, that's how it is. Okay. I thought it was G. I was like, I thought it was G. I'm holding G. Why isn't it doing it? And it's like, yeah, it is G. Look at it. It's all flaccid. That looks kind of weird. I think I want this one to be a bit more clean-cut, linear. Not that it wasn't already, but, you know. bit longer than I was thinking, but no, wrong one. Yeah, curve it in on itself. I think I can kinda try and make this be like the... Okay, maybe not that one. Make this be like the entrance where we have the things get shoved into. This will be where we attach what everything was messed up in, I believe. That'll look okay. There it was. I was just like, what the heck button was it? Oh yeah, it's shift. Shift is how you move it. My art direction is supreme. It's amazing. It looks like it's like a bad boomerang. Or like part of a IKEA chair that you're trying to put together. Yes, sir, I would like the IKEA chair piece. I need to insert screw 42 into it. Do you have it? Yeah, it's right here. Here you go. So, let us... Let's just name this, Meat Cave Extended. Let's see. Wait, why did it remove the modifiers? That's weird. Smooth cave. Smooth polygon. We want it to be a little chunky. Yeah, that's fine. Save. I'm pretty sure I can just edit the texture in here, but I need to double layer it to flip it over so you can't see through it. Yeah, like, if we just add it right now, it's got nothing. you also can't see the inside of it. But we can apply the meat to it. And suddenly there's a whole new world of meat. In the Meat Cave Extended. In the Meat Cave Extended universe. Man, why are these lights so frickin' bright? Yeah, just get rid of it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It does matter, but it doesn't. The point is that we can just put the meat texture on it. We just have to be able to flip it around. But meat texture can be on it in the first place. Pretty easy. Okay, so let me just kill the camera. We don't need that there. And we can get rid of the light too. A lot of meat. There's a lot of meat to deal with. That's a lot of meat. I guess you're getting a bit meaty. The meat. You know. It's meat. Some good meat in there. Oh gosh, my hands are freezing. Why is it always gonna be so cold? Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Trying to think how I want this to be. If we're saying this is the entrance, you go into the Ballsack Cave. Or the weird armrest. You start walking down mysterious corridor. It's all scummy. It's all holy. It's everything. It's everything you don't want it to be. And you're just like, this is a terrible time. I hate everything. And yeah, like it's not fun. But you put up with it. You put up with it. And then you're just like, it's starting to turn. Starting to get a little wider. What's going on there? And it starts getting a bit wider. You're just like, why? Durr. Take a little downward slope, but then we go back up just a little bit. Go back up just a little. And we have to go up a little more, a little more. You had like a slight downslope, but now you're suddenly going up. Why are you going up? And then while you're going up, you notice suddenly Cape seems to be shrinking down a bit more. Yeah, you're still making that climb. And then suddenly it straightens out. And then yeah, then you collapse in on yourself. Then you start getting a bit wider again. And wider. And wider. And wider. Level design. I forget what it was for cuts. Wait, I forget the button you do for this. Oh no. I remember loop cuts, but I don't remember all the buttons for the short keys. Like, how do you make more than one? Pick shortest path, duplicate. I don't remember. Oh no. Oh, right. I'm just like, why can't that pan? Because all the controls have to be different. Okay. Looks pretty large. Pretty large and in charge. Hmm. Man, it always sucks not remembering all the hotkey stuff. I'm pretty sure I actually wrote them down, though. In my Blender knowledge short keys. Because I was smart and made one of those and didn't think about it until right now. Uh... Oh. It was Control R. Control R. That's what it was. Oops. I don't like that though. It makes it too blocky. I want it more like weird and rigid. A rigid body, if you will. Start, define, close.
Right? How do I actually cut it? I want to cut this. Pose cut. Define midpoints, shift ignore, train, cut through. Yeah. Whoa. Dude. Wait, what was selected all again?
Oh, great. I'm glad I wrote some of this stuff down, but... Oh, it's just normal A. It's normal A.
I had to flip the normals, right? I think that's what it was. Maybe it was not that. Maybe it was that. I don't remember.
There's an easy way to tell. Well, I can see inside of it. Easiest way to tell, right? Oh no, I did it again where it's flipped upside down. Man, I always do that. Oh. Well, that explains why. I don't really know what hitting the undo button does in this, because it seems like it doesn't work a lot. Talk about a 180. Yep, that wasn't even the right one. Okay, we flipped it around. Aha. Now it is where we want it. Oh, bigger than I thought it'd be. Oh, okay. I'm seeing through it right now. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I should be seeing both. There we go. Now I'm seeing both. Okay. I don't actually know if these are the insides or outsides. Anyway, again. Okay. We just kind of want to shove this into here. I don't want to shove it in. Did I actually line that up perfectly? That'd be nice. And their one saving grace. That's kind of humongous. It looks almost intimidating. Just a giant orifice. I could say the. Never mind, I can't. Okay, normal size might be better. Okay, let's grab the player really quick. Myself too used to trashy controls. Okay. Save that. Okay. go back to our title screen and see how that looks. We'll probably have to change it up, I assume, but... Hmm.
Oh, wait.
I understand what I did wrong now. I was being dumb. It needs to go on these ones. Because the other part's just an empty. Right. I'm a being dumb. I can't believe I didn't realize that sooner. Well, I feel silly. But it happens. Happens to the best of us, Luigi. Happens to the best of us. And the rest of us. Interesting. Yawn. Stretch the body, stretch the mind, stretch all the things. Okay, this time it actually let it. This looks a little strange now, right? You walk into here and just see meat running at the speed of light. And you just try and run through. I really need to make this light better. Suddenly the room is bigger. You can still see it. You can see all of the meat traveling by you. You keep running. Running in the deep fog. A faint glimmer of light on the other side. Only to see that it is just another cave. Descending deeper down into darkness. Where is it taking you? Where? Just when you think you're finally getting close. You find yourself in a giant maw. A small light coming up from the top. You can see it. The light of hope. As meat keeps running by you. And yeah, so I want to make like a giant ladder there. And look. Get it. I love it. Hey, wait, did I actually save the position of my volume? Not that it matters too much, because I think it's not working anyway, but... Oh yeah, it did. Cool. Well, at least I know the saving works. I think that'll work, though. I could use some of my meat veins now. Yeah, those are there. But, for the most part, Meat Cave extension is done. I think that turned out pretty well. So I think I can now make something new. With a block and a dream. Got a block and a dream. Actually. Actually, again. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, now we just have to insert the cube into the other cube. We can do it. Your cubes are touching. You're touching my cubes. Kinda gross. Don't touch my cubes. Okay, so... Got that.
Okay. Oh, I think this will work as the general structure of the lab. So the lab, the point of this is you're gonna go through like the first lab area where there's gonna be some props and junk. You walk through a corridor, you get to like the decontamination area, then you go up an elevator to the final point where you'll see a territory. Well, where you'll see a landscape out in front of you. And we'll use our skybox that we still have, make it all look nice, but then it'll just be like meat land. That's what we're gonna try and do. I think I can probably do this too. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so we now have a lab area. And the lab area, we will add right on top of this. And on top of this little nozzle. That is very small. How come this was so big? I don't need it to be super giant or anything, but let me outside. Actually, no. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter too much.
Okay, that looks good. I'll have to add other prompts to that later. Do I add lights to it in game or no? That looks pretty good. Oh yeah, directional light is the sun, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That is not what I want. Spotlight. Multiplier for again. Yeah, that should be fun. I forget, did I still have a light in here? Oh yeah, I did. Oh. Uh, why am I not seeing the light? Let's see how this looks. I'm curious. Color me curious, or don't color me anything. Almost been going for 4 hours though, so I'm probably gonna stop soon. And you see the faint light in the distance. How does it look when I get to the other light? I'm curious about. Man, this is a long pathway though. Definitely have to add some random junk in here. I want to throw like weird props in here, like weird objects that you can interact with. Part is like the most disorienting. Is it doing that because of the other light in the area? I think it is. Well, interesting. Oh, I think we made a lot of progress today. We got all of the main parts down. Now a lot of it's just getting everything done in Blender and putting up props and making the dialogue for the props. We're like in the final stretch, really. Oh, but I think I'll end there for today to eat dinner and all that junk. Make sure I actually eat. But we made more to the lab. We made the second part of the meat cave. We got the scripts finished for the options menu stuff. Now we can start adding more props in here. Started from the meat cave and now we're here. So yeah, we'll need to add more like veins and stuff like this. Make it look a little more meaty. The second meat cave is there's a bit to be desired in here. It's very circular. I could be lazy and say that it's on purpose, because this is like the area that the scientist people actually went through. But who knows? I'll have to figure out something to cover those up too. We're gonna have our snake eater ladder right here. And that should be okay. So yeah, most of what we got is just adding in props. We'll need like tables for the scientist area, maybe some doors. Don't necessarily need doors. But I don't think I'm going to use another NPC. Like at most I think I might just make like a speaker box or something on a wall and have him go like, yeah, you're in the meat cave or whatever else. Not sure about that, but we'll figure something out for it. But I'm gonna go now for real. So for anyone who popped in, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, or watched begrudgingly, but still watched. Whatever floats your boat. I am gonna go eat food. So see ya.